His new philosophy: arrives early, shoots for 4 games. You see the University of North Carolina shorts, a throwback to his days. See, the Bulls have had their problems. Detroit has won 5 straight in the regular season. Ed Middleton, Jim Capers, Bill Cartwright, James Edwards on the opening tip. And Detroit controls. Isiah Thomas said there have been different rules for Detroit. Paxson gets it down low to Cartwright. Cartwright, yes. The Bulls too.
I think he realizes also that the Pistons are a little more physical than his team.
Isiah Thomas off the steal. Pippen back. Nice feed. Rodman stopped by Jordan, who came back. Thomas and Pippen to the boards. Paxson, he's been on fire recently.
We talked early in the game about Scott Aitman has meant something.
John Paxson for Michael Jordan, his first shot. Yes. And the Bulls on a 6-0 roll. Michael Jordan comes in leading the NBA in scoring. Lane Beal, the reason why King, who's making his first start of the season, is in there this afternoon.
Well, could be some size, bulk, strength against the Pistons.
Joe Dumars. And it's a 6-4 Chicago lead. Here's Pippen, he got the step. Trying to turn it from that 2 for 16 against Detroit in the loss last week at the Palace. Edwards stripped by Jordan.
Michael Jordan does that better than anyone, taking the ball from behind the shooter's head.
Jordan, 6 lead. Good defensive play by Paxson. Crowd wanted to travel on Isiah.
One of the key systems, pick and roll basketball, Isiah and Edwards.
Lane Beer. Once again, the open shot.
You know, it's scary. The Pistons are so open when they swing the ball. You get kind of nervous shooting those shots. Nobody's near you.
Paxson. And a half remaining in this first quarter. Marv Albert, Mike Fratello, Pat Riley. Oh, gorgeous move by Michael Jordan. And the Bulls with a 3-point lead.
Team.
Jordan with 5 points. Isiah fires. And both clubs. Bulls lead 14-12. Pippen got position. Rodman stopped him.
Arms up, a little pump fake. Rodman stays down. Then even when he goes up late, he's still big enough.
We got a lot of questions for you, Mike. Pick and roll, and Edwards goes to the reverse. Nice. And Rodman off the board. Lane Beer eluding Jordan.
Is that maybe first?
17, Bulls 13. Jordan, yes. Michael Jordan with 7 points. He has been getting off to very fast starts. Here's Isiah going glass, both clubs. And Michael in the past did not come out early. Nice move by Thomas. Pistons lead at 21-15. But you wonder, is it psychological? I know there are a lot of players who don't come out early. Paxson and Scottie Pippen. They want to get Pippen off. Boy, he changed that move. What a move! It counts, and the in this opening quarter, Pistons 21 and the Bulls 19. Now Aguirre with that patented back-end move, and he easily beats Pippen, although he missed the shot.
The one thing he mentioned to us is that big forward, because of his strength, he has incredible strength posting up down low.
Pippen. The game is tied. Aguirre played by Grant. Armstrong guarding Dumars. And Armstrong played on the backcourt. Sally, Lane Beer, Aguirre up front. Aguirre had it deflected. 8 on the shot clock. Dumars. And that is just within. Aguirre, where the crowd react, look to the 3. Michael Jordan getting set to return. He has sat out first 3.5 minutes, second quarter. And a strong again.
Offense. They're starting to isolate people, go into low post-ups, getting the Piston defenders out of the help position.
Help from Grant, but Aguirre does it again. This when he showed up with the Nets, a #1 draft pick out of Ohio State, but has not shot well in the NBA. That's from downtown, Isiah Thomas.
Again, the isolation. 4 players on the opposite side of the floor from Aguirre. And there's Jordan behind the head again with the block.
However, Isiah is on fire. Detroit in the midst of a 10-2 run. Livingston. And Stacey King. Mark Aguirre telling us last night that his job has changed because he's double-teamed so frequently. Michael Jordan. Dumars. Joe Dumars has hit 5 out of 7. He has 11. It's been an excellent shooting first half for the Pistons. Jordan went down. That prompted the reaction. Here's King. Livingston. Pistons with a 7-point lead. And back to the offense. Jordan has 11 points. He is 4 for 10 from the field. Aguirre able to spot up, have the open shot.
Kicks out to his open shooters. They're the best at that in the league.
Jordan threw the double team, but he found Pippen wide open. Department in the second quarter, and they have been destroyed off the boards.
Detroit's opponents usually shoot under 46% against them as Michael takes on.
Jordan off the stutter step. Yes.
That was a quick one-off.
Michael Jordan, high man with 15. Joe Dumars leads Detroit with 13. Edwards. Nice move by James Edwards.
Again, they will try to get into Michael's hands for the isolation.
And here is Jordan.
And that's what you do.
Thomas at the guards, Wayne Beer with Rodman and Edwards up front. Dumars open. Edwards. And Rodman able to get to it as he got between the bigger men, Cartwright and King.
This is one of the reasons that King was starting this game, to give him more bulk, more size on the glass.
Isiah Thomas. The 24-second buzzer went off, but they continued play because Chicago had taken possession. Jordan for the open, Paxson. Yes. Timeout taken by the Pistons.
And Jordan knows that if he's got 4 defenders around him, someone's open, and Paxson is just behind the three-point line.
And here comes Michael Jordan. Twisted and hit it.
That determines the movements of the bodies.
Oh, Pippen. A strong move by Scotty. Here's Paxson. Picked up by Rodman. Pippen. Well, Scotty Pippen. He's bouncing back from a 2 for 16 last week against the Pistons. Isiah Thomas.
The thing I don't like right
for Detroit. Edwards with a little bump on Jordan. Thought he was fouled. King. Jordan on the pull-up. And Edwards to the boards.
Jumping out to stop his dribble penetration.
Jordan. Yes. 21.
Whenever he has the ball on the wing, bring him to the middle of the floor to get help. Vinnie Johnson gets there a little too late. Michael Jordan just jumps over.
Bucks, 2:45 to go in the third. Bulls lead 60 to 59. Cartwright. Yes. And it counts.
That whole again, they forced the switch. Now you've got Dumars trying to play Grant, or an isolation, Jordan against Sally. Too bad.
Edwards leads with 6. A minute and a half remaining in the third. Jordan. Yes. Michael Jordan.
Be real close to Chicago coming down the stretch because that guy takes over the game. Michael Jordan.
Dumars. Yes, and it counts. Jordan for the hack, and Dumars. 10 on the shot clock. Paxson open. King. Paxson. Yes.
That's not a good sign for defense. See what happens.
Bulls by 6. See the seconds working down. Jordan gets to the circle and fires. Yes.
Michael Jordan, he sees Lambeer waiting for him, but he pulls up short of Lambeer's double team and knocks out the three. Remember last season, he got off to
So he kept the goggles on. Grant putting the move on Lambeer.
They've got it all.
By Detroit. They lead by 9. Opening minute, 4th quarter. Lambeer shooting. Oh, okay. Here's Johnson from 3. Thomas. Isiah Thomas with 20. We'll continue the Stacey King debate at a later date.
To be continued.
Here's B.J. Armstrong. And that is 54 in regular season competition.
I think they take them serious.
Yes. Dumars off the dribble and stripped and lost it.
Michael Jordan and the great hands to the opposite side of the floor because he's the best in the league at stripping you from the basketball.
Shot clock is down to 5. Horace Grant does it.
Is run that shot clock down so Detroit can't execute its half-court offense like it normally does.
Oh, what a play by Pippen. Jordan for Paxson. And Roby
Behind him, a great save by Pippen before the ball goes out of bounds.
You can see Detroit has died in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, the Bulls continue. Beer and Thomas, they could not play today. How would you have reacted?
Everyone handles it differently. The key is the maturity level of the other players on the team if they want to make a big issue of it.
Michael Jordan. Because you reach a point, you can't call everything.
You have 6 fouls to use up at each position. Detroit takes advantage of it.
Isiah Thomas, after hitting a moment ago to cut it down to 9, but Cartwright on the rebound.
Jordan flies by. We'll take a look at where that hits. It looks to me like it's more at the top of the head area than this.
82. The Bulls looking to pay back the Pistons for the walloping they suffered last week. Bedford from outside.
That's why Chuck Daly...
And Cartwright, Paxson and Jordan in the backcourt. Jordan lost it, recovers, and hits with the shot clock down to 2.
He just basically had to get it up there.
And cheering for the home club here in Chicago. Well, Phil Jackson put the pressure on this game, made it a must-win situation. Cliff Livingston.
Sometimes there's a concern that you throw too great a challenge at the team, but these athletes seem to rise to the occasion.
That is it. The Chicago Bulls defeat the Detroit Pistons 98-86.